What up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? What's happening? Give it up for Los Pegadores. Everybody give it up for Los Pegadores. That's right, you're not tripping. I can actually speak Spanish. I'm not a mirage, I'm an undercover Mexican. You know, I look white as hell, right? I look white as hell, I know. This goatee is the only Mexican looking thing about me. I'm like Samson though, if you shave it off, I lose all my Mexican powers. I forget the words of Suavemente. I start hating cowboy boots. I start pulling out. Like, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's all bad. It's all bad. It's all bad. I like being undercover though, because when I start speaking Spanish, people are impressed. Mexican people are impressed. They're like, mira, Gabachito puede hablar español. Wow! You like it? You like it? Brownie points, brownie points. I don't have any kids though, that's not very Mexican of me, but I don't have any kids. Kids are crazy nowadays, I'd be afraid to have kids. I mean, kids are nuts. I was at a coffee shop recently, this kid walked in, he's like kicking chairs, he's screaming. He puts his finger in his mom's face and says, "You're gonna buy me ice cream," he demands it. And his mom's response is, "Mama needs a chill pill." Like, no, Mama needs to throw a left hook right cross combination right now. I think that's what Mama needs to do, that'd be more appropriate, you know? I don't know, there's just no respect. Growing up, like, my dad never hit me, he never had to, he just scared the shit out of me. You know what I mean? Like, I remember this one time I messed up real bad, and he just gave me this Clint Eastwood look, and I just started apologizing immediately. I was like, you know what, I'm sorry. I should not have made eye contact with you without permission. It'll never happen again, I'm so sorry. So sorry, it'll never happen again. I was scared of my dad till I was like 10 years old, and I found out he had suspect taste in music. We were riding around one time in the car and Cher's "Do You Believe in Love" came on the radio. And he raised that shit and started singing along to it like, "Do you believe in love after love?" Right there I was like, damn, my dad's a bitch. No. That's devastating. He even did the ding, 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 like he even did that. I couldn't even defend myself on the playground. Kids would come up to me and be like, "My dad will kick your dad's ass," and I was just like, I mean, probably, yeah. Like, I'm seeing the shirts, "Do you believe in love after love?" What do you say? You know? What do you say? I hate when someone's bad experience ruins something that you love, right? Like, I love drinking coconut water, but I can't anymore because a female comic ruined it for me. She said coconut water tastes like semen. Exactly. That was exactly my response right there. Let that settle in. Let that settle. Let it sit. Let it settle. She said that, man, and I'm a disbeliever, right? I'm a disbeliever. I love coconut water. I'm like, bullshit. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Then I looked around at all the women in the audience, and as if they rehearsed, they all stood up and looked at me, and they're like, "Yeah, Dad, man, it was terrible. It was like a horror film. All these flashbacks of all the times I've ever been like, "I love coconut water, yeah!" It's like playing in my head. It's delicious. There's nothing better. It was the worst. Not to buy coconut water in shame, right? Like I'm buying a dildo from a sex shop. I have to wear like a low hat and shades. I tell people behind me it's not for me. It's not for me. Pastor Bishop was like, "No one asked, sir." Like, I don't even drink it anymore, I just pour it on my face. I like that some of you were shocked. Like, "Ah, no, don't do it!" I write "whore" in the mirror with lipstick. Whore! You're a whore. I went to school up in Santa Barbara, and I lived with 3 girls and 3 gay guys in Santa Barbara, which was a very interesting experience because I never had any close gay friends before that. And when I would tell my buddies back home that I was going to live with gay dudes, they were always very concerned for my well-being. They were always like, "Be careful, dog. Watch out, dog. You never know. Be careful, be careful." Like, they're not going to trick me into blowing them, you know? That's not how this works. He's not going to hold a piece of pizza in front of his crotch. And I just come in head first for some reason. And he's just like, "What?" I'm just there like, not again! That's not how it works. I'm not gonna get Bugs Bunny into sucking dicks, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. But it's good to interact with people you're not totally like, because you learn things from people. Like, I learned that gay dudes have an amazing superpower that they're not really aware of. And that is that they have the ability of humbling straight men by hitting on us and making us feel like women. Yes, I know this because it's happened to me. I never knew how invasive the touch could be, right, fellas? You're talking to a girl, you want to touch her hand, you want to touch her thigh, it's a good sign, you're progressing, right? Exactly, there's different levels. A pat on the back is very corporate, a bicep squeeze is like a little more erogenous. 2 hands on the waist from behind, very sexual and very inappropriate, especially when you're working at the Cheesecake Factory making tea. And a 6'5" flamboyant gay man named Adrian sneaks behind you and grabs your body with 2 hands. And a wave of terror just rolls over you as you look down. You see that his hand is so big that his fingers are interlocked around your body. And the only thing that snaps you out of it is the wind from his lips as he whispers, "You're so little." And just skips away, leaving a trail of confetti in his wake for some reason. That's when he lived, man. He used to terrorize me all the time. Adrian. Every monster has a theme song, right? Jaws has the doo-doo, doo-doo. Mike Myers has the dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. His every time he came to work with, "Yes!" And a single tear would just fall down my cheek. Alright guys, that's my time. Thank you guys very much. You guys were a lot of fun. Thank you so much.